Relationship with UMI for me started with a lot of enthusiasm and expectation. Overall excellent specification with competing price won't leave anyone with cold heart. But there is always that worm which asks you how all this works in real world. Specifications are one and totally different thing what you get in your hands. So here we are to find out, will UMI Super rise standard in China brand smartphone market? Let's find out. We are looking at entry high-end device with admirable specification. Helios P10, also known as MTK6755, which is a MediaTek's entry high-end octa-core processor. Graphic chip is a Mali T860 MP2 working at 700 MHz. 32GB of internal storage, which is expandable with microSD. Generous 4GB of RAM will ensure a lot of space for multitasking. Android 6 is on board. Enough with introduction, let's go in depth. UMI Super is nearly full metal build, which means excellent feel and look. Device is a bit thicker than we used to see, which is good in my opinion, especially if manufacturer include a huge battery, and this is a case here. Looking from the front, at the top part we see in-call speakerphone, which should be a bit louder. Sound is okay, but I definitely heard louder speakers. Proximity and ambient light sensors are present. Front-facing 5-megapixel camera is present. Its performance is not really appealing for my eye. Pictures lack details, and no matter how hard I tried to take selfie, my face was always blurred. A front-facing camera video quality test. I hope you can judge from this sample how good the front-facing camera actually is. Moving at the bottom, we see interesting situation. A circular LED notification light which looks astonishing. You have several options how to set it up. One of them which I use is to make it work all the time, which really gives that special look to the device. As for navigation buttons, you have two options. First one is to use on-screen buttons, which is always okay option. And second one, which in this case I consider it a lot better option, is to use invisible capacitive touch buttons. In that case, LED circle in the middle becomes capacitive button also. Yes, I always brag how I hate buttons with no LED backlight, but here we make an exception. Circular LED button in the middle combined with invisible buttons really gives that minimalistic design, with LED giving that special touch. To be honest, it really looks gorgeous. Majority of front side is reserved for 5.5-inch 1080p IPS screen, which is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. I really have just to say positive about the screen. Bezels are thin enough, colors excellent, brightness high enough. Viewing angles are top notch, as you can see. Outdoor performance is okay. It won't make you blow away, but device will stay usable outdoors with visibility in decent levels. When we start looking at sides, there is a metal frame with chamfered edges to be seen, which is part of metal unibody design. At right side we see two metal buttons, sleep, wake and volume controls. Buttons are excellent on look and feel. It is worth noting that volume up is a bit louder on press. At the left side we see a SIM tray slot which accepts 2 micro SIM cards with option to use a slot 2 for microSD card and in that way expand internal storage. One interesting thing here is extra button which have a multiple purpose. First one, default one, is when you long press it, it will mute all sounds and turn on vibration only. Doing it again, it will revert back to normal profile. Second feature is that you can assign application to be opened by quick press. There are plenty apps to choose and default one is a camera app. Moving at the bottom we see a chamfered edges, antenna lines, 2 grills, Right one is a speaker which is clear with decent sound but could be louder a bit. Left one is a microphone. In my testings everyone stated that can hear me really well. USB Type-C is present for charging and synchronization. On the top there is just 3.5mm audio jack. I must say that I really enjoyed listening Red Hot Chili Peppers on UMI Super. Sound is loud and clear. Finally, at the back we see excellent craftsmanship. Middle part is made of metal, with just top and bottom are plastic made. At the top part we see a really nice placed noise cancellation microphone. Second one is clearly visible at the back. A bit under there is a 13 megapixel camera advertised as Panasonic unit. And you know what? It let down my expectations. First of all, camera have potential. It can really snap good photos, as you can see from samples provided. You also can download them untouched from links down below. But often a white balance will be missed, colors will be off and focus starts to get sluggish at first glance of low light. I tested camera with all updates available, and personally I think that this camera have a potential, but it needs to be polished out with updates, I hope. Camera is equipped with dual tone LED flash and it do the job fairly well. Video recording with back camera also isn't impressive at all. During the day, colors are good but it lacks sharpness. Under the camera there is a fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly. It scans really fast and it is accurate. These are two important aspects and UMI Super manages to fulfill both of them. Exterior overall is really good, well made and good looking. Device also fits in hand like slap to the fool's face. That extra thickness of the device offers really good grip when you hold the device in the hand. Device is running Android 6 and telling a tale about it won't be hard or too long. Everything runs really smooth. Fast MediaTek processor combined with 4GB of RAM doesn't know for word lag. When you take Super in the hand and do the quick unlock, scroll through the menus, run apps, games, and guess what? All is working blazing fast, providing you that joy smile. Benchmark results, both Geekbench and Antutu, are giving all what you can expect from a MediaTek P10. All you need to know is that P10 is an entry high-end chipset. In short, it is enough for 1080p screen to run everything smoothly. Considering a chipset used, you would think that games will run smoothly. And yes, they do. It is really joy to play games. From most demanding ones to the simple ones, everything is snappy. Those with most demanding graphics can get a micro lag here and there, but overall, if you like playing games, you will find UMI Super a good device to satisfy your needs. That dreaded battery life. How good is here or how much is bad? Battery is rated at 4000 mAh, which is a decent capacity on paper, and my real-life tests confirmed this capacity. Heavy daily usage is possible with UMI Super. From 7 AM to midnight, I had 25% battery left and I didn't spare device at all. In Geekbench test I got 8 hours, which is a decent amount, but not impressive, as some other devices can offer. To conclude things with UMI Super is quite simple. It is a well-made device with excellent design and good user experience, but with few flaws, and in majority those are in camera department. Both front and back sensors could do a better job. Especially back camera, which really can produce excellent photos but fails to do that from time to time. I hope UMI push some update to address this. If you can handle variable quality of photos, going from excellent to mediocre, UMI Super easily becomes one of the best options on the market, with excellent build, internal hardware and overall user experience, smashing all other offerings in this price point, which makes it really desirable. I bought UMI Super from GearBest. There are links down below so you can check it out. I really hope that this review helped you clarify things about UMI Super. If answer is yes, thumbs up, subscribe for more great videos, and until next time, see ya guys!